What's up, fams? Listen, let me jump right into this one here. Seeing that we all are jumping on Katt Williams with Shan Show, how we break everything down and speak openly about what goes on with the comedians and how they get certain parts and certain people don't. But a white guy that he talk about didn't cross over because he didn't take the deal or suck the lollipop. So see, what Katt Williams is saying is that a lot of folks would love to say, but they can't because they're in the basket with a lot of other people that do a lot of BS. So they really can't come out and speak about anything out of the ordinary because they are also in the basket doing the basket stuff. Katt Williams is not in the basket. Now, and a lot of, I will say about three comedians, Richard Pryor, um, the other white guy, George Carlin, along with Katt Williams. A few of them actually think outside the box and think for themselves and speak out for what they've seen and know. Because, like I said before, even my boy Eddie Griffin, a lot of those comedians, well, I will say out of 100%, I will say about 3% of them is very, very intelligent. They're very, very intelligent. Check how Katt Williams and Eddie Griffin speak. They don't stumble. They don't stumble. Even George Carlin. As a matter of fact, George Carlin, the white guy, his mother was a teacher. So he's very articulate in the words that he is saying because they're very smart. So when Katt Williams broke everything down with all those three comedians and all the comedians and what they can and cannot do and what they did to get the part that they did, he ain't lying. And you see, they always tell you the bad things about people. I remember one time back they're interviewing Mike Tyson. And in the interview, they asked him, so what about that rape? My boy says, frig you. I came here for an interview. I spoke to happened 5 years ago. My mother full of shit. You see, they always want to bring up the bad stuff about people to try to bring them down. But Katt Williams know exactly what's going on. Because he was put in a lot of positions. Like he says in that movie Friday, when they want him to get raped in the bathroom, he said, no, I'm a comedian. That's why he hold the guy with the pliers and said, I'm a boy. I'm a boy. You see, he didn't want to play the part that the gift to that Ricky Smiley wanted to play that part. Katt Williams said, I'm not doing it. I'm not being raped in no friggin' bathroom. No, I'm a comedian. I know to tell jokes. Being raped to any person is not a good thing. You know what I mean? So you see, when Katt Williams came out and spoke about everything that he knew in the industry, a lot of folks really can't come out to back it up. They can say a lot of crap, small crap about what he's saying, but they really can't come up with anything substantial to say about Katt Williams is lying. They can't do it because Katt is not in the basket. No. So he's speaking facts. He's speaking truth. He's speaking what he know and who do what to get where they are today. Like he said with Steve Harvey. He said Steve Harvey was never homeless. He said, I was homeless. Because like he said, when he leave Ohio at 13 years old and get on a bus, on a trailer truck with some guys and went to Florida, where he was stealing radios and making $2,000 a day, that's how he survived at 13 years old. Because he said between he and his father, they couldn't get along. Because he wasn't for that Christian stuff. So he and his father all butt heads. So he said, no, if he stayed there, one of us would have been dead. So he said, well, he didn't say in that words, but you can read between the lines. So he said, the best thing for us to get along is to be apart. So he take his backpack, a few pennies he had, went to Florida. So being in Florida, he get to learn a lot of stuff. He get to see a lot of stuff. And then when he moved to California, they even make it worse. So you get to know how the game is being played. And they tell people, it's how you play the game. Don't let the game play you. And that goes for anything. Anytime that you speak your truth, it even happened to me on YouTube a couple of times. They got to strike me for speaking the truth. You see, they want you to say what they want you to say to make them feel comfortable. Katt Williams ain't doing that. Katt Williams said, no, freak that shit. And see, Shan, they know what to say to hold him back. You see, because he thought the interview was guess about Katt Williams adopting children, growing up in Ohio, run away and leave and went to Florida. Katt Williams broke out and just get a lot of stuff off his chest. And like I said before, I say again, we are in the sign of Aquarius, where all hidden lies have to surface. So I keep saying over and over again, you're going to see people for who they really are. If they're lying, I have nothing against killing because it depends on the situation. If they're lying, stealing, ungrateful users, they're going to elevate more into that. If they're spreading the truth, they're going to spread truth more often than you expected. That's where Katt Williams comes in. So I'm not going to go any further on Katt Williams because he already made his point. He already said what he had to say, and let the other folks that know what they're doing to get rid of her deal with that. For me, I'm out of here. That's my take on Katt. I love the guy. I love Katt Williams and Eddie Griffin. Those guys, even Dave Chappelle. And you know what, Dave Chappelle, as a matter of fact, when Dave Chappelle leave and went to Africa, I said, well, he's on drugs, he's strung out, he's crazy. He knew exactly why he left. $50 million to move to Africa. You see, people don't know what he had to do in order to make that money. That's why sometimes you have to be a man. You got to got testicles. You have to got testicles and speak up for what you believe in and step forward for what you believe in. Don't just give in because it's money. Nah, because at the end of the day, you don't have no integrity. I'm out of here. Peace out. One love.